describe Gander Brook?
Gander Brook is a place of good Christian fellowship, of harmless fun, and friends. Fellowship, fun, and friendship. Right? Yeah. Did I repeat anything? Did I say friendship twice?
Think of your favorite soda and then put a bottle of happiness in it. So I explain Gander Brook to my friends. Yes.
I would describe Gander Brook as a very loving and open place.
It's a place that, where whatever you've done in school or at home or whatever, you come here and no one really knows about it. So it's like you have a fresh start each year.
I guess I'd have to say that camp is my second life.
Just a place where you can be who you are.
It's a safe place. It's where I can truly be myself.
When you come here, when you leave your family and sleep over here, the campers and the counselors become your actual family.
It's just a time that you can be away from all the negative influences in the world.
I love Gander Brook so much that we take in rough kids and we change lives. We do it by just being examples. We don't force anything down anyone's throat. We really dive in and we're intentional in kids' lives. It's not about the counselors or the staff or the churches. It's really about the kids that come in that may not even have a church or may go to church all the time.
It's a place where if you're a Christian, it helps you find people and be in a place where everyone's a Christian. And even if you're not a Christian, the environment is so healthy and so pure that I don't know how you can't leave here without having something seriously imprinted on your heart.
Usually around 7 o'clock the wake-up bell rings. Everybody wakes up and makes their bunks and goes to the shower house, gets ready for the morning.
There's something called cabin cleanup.
We just make our beds and we sweep, organize all of the stuff on the shelves.
Make it perfect, no wrinkles.
It sounds like a lot of work, but it's really not that bad if you have your whole cabin working together.
At the end of the week, you get to clean this cabin, you get pizza and ice cream. Good morning, Gander Brook! Good morning, Charlotte! How are you today?
So fun! Just before breakfast we have calisthenics in the morning.
It's not the real kind of calisthenics. It's where you sing a song that's pretty fun.
Bananas! Bananas! Here we go! Bananas! Go, go, bananas!
Can you smile? Can you frown? Can you jump up and down?
And then we go into breakfast, and that's the morning routine.
Shabuya! Shabuya! Roll call! Shabuya! Shabuya! Roll call! Shabuya!
Counselors are really fun. Most counselors can be really crazy and silly at times.
My name is Eli.
Yeah!
And I got swag.
Yeah!
I am the bomb.
Yeah!
A butterfly tag.
My name is Trey.
Yeah!
I don't like cabbage.
Yeah!
Ozzy's a man.
Yeah!
But I'm a savage.
They can also be really serious and make you think about things.
I think they're very nice people and I can trust them. They know what they're doing.
Basically, the job is to keep you safe, make sure you have fun, and make sure you're included in all the activities.
I really wanted to be a counselor this summer because of the counselors who have influenced me.
I wanted to become a counselor to, help out kids in a way that I was helped last summer. I really wanted to be able to, return the favor to everyone. I really feel like I needed to give back because I was just helped so much here.
I wanted a good Christian environment to spend the summer in, but also I wanted to be able to give back and share my experiences and help people younger than me.
I wanted to become a counselor because when I was a younger child, I was really bad. And I wanted to be able to give back and take those opportunity campers and help them find God and help them find Christ and show them that there is a better side to the world.
There are many things that need to be done around the camp that we don't have volunteers for, so we have work detail.
Work detail is sort of you give back to Gander Brook by clean up stuff, fix stuff.
This morning our work detail was the dishes. So we wash silverware, we sweep the floors and mop the floors, we dry the dishes, and we clean the trees.
We had to take out the trash, clean toilets.
You clean those bathrooms. They're mainly just bathtubs and toilets and sinks
and mirrors.
And then you sweep.
My name is Sean Daggett, and I'm the director of Gander Brook Christian Camp.
And I'm Donna Daggett, and this is our 11th year to be here at camp.
I'm Becky Clark.
I'm James Clark, and we've worked as directors here for a long time.
Why do we come back year after year to Gander Brook? I think the main reason is we get to participate with God in what He's doing in these 6 weeks of camp. I think we feel there's more eternal good done in these 6 weeks than the rest of the year.
When you start coming year after year, you build relationships, and it's a special relationship, and you want to see these kids growing, and you get excited to see them year after year and to see the changes they've gone through, and just to work on that relationship. As a mom, an important reason why we come back every year is for my own kids to experience this for a whole summer, to be with these counselors that are wonderful, that my kids strive to be like.
One of my very favorite times of day at camp are in the early morning. Sean and I have had the habit of getting up, and just the beauty of the place that we see around us has been so special to have that hour before the bell rings that we can spend some time talking and praying for this place. And that's my favorite time.
My favorite time of day at camp is actually not during the day, it's nighttime. I love times when the moon is absolutely full and you don't need a flashlight and you just walk around camp.
A shadow.
Yeah, a shadow from the moon. Being outside, just looking at the stars, being in awe of how many stars you can actually see. That's one of my favorite parts of camp.
Bible class is really fun. People think that oh, it's a class, it's going to be real boring, it's going to lecture us. Really, it's not.
I really like Bible class because it's a time where we get to learn new things, and I just like learning more about the Bible.
And sometimes the teachers say that they teach you and you teach them, and I like when they say that.
Merit badges are teaching kids a specific skill.
They give you many options. You get to try something new, or you get to do something that you really like to do. I'm doing the soccer merit badge, and I think it's really fun. First we start off just doing small drills to get the whole soccer basics down, and then we went on to bigger games like a scrimmage, and it was a lot of fun.
This week I'm doing archery.
We take turns shooting the bow and shoot arrows at the targets, and you just try to get bullseye.
Today we just had a test on the parts of the bow and the parts of the arrow. They're not hard, but if you pay attention in class, then it'll be easy. And then you get to shoot arrows after.
I'm doing painting. We took pictures of objects, and we're doing a painting style where we do layers.
So the first day I made this blue base color for the sky, and now I'm making the green base color for the trees, and right now I'm filling this in, just leaving these little spots for the sky to poke through. And so after I'm done painting the two base coats, I'm going to paint the cross in the center for my composition.
I really like the merit badge time because I'm doing the ropes course. At the ropes course, we've learned how to put on a harness and how to tie knots.
And we learned how to belay and how to catch somebody when they're falling, and we climb stuff.
there's a bunch of different fun obstacles that you have to do, but it's like all up high in the trees.
There you go. Yeah! Woo! Nice job.
I'm doing songwriting, and it's really a lot of fun. You gotta just, I've never done songwriting, it's just really something that you have to really try. I like songwriting how, it's not like school, you have to do what your teacher says. In songwriting at Gander Brook, you can do whatever feels comfortable to you, put it together as like a group, and you see how it works. It really is, it's really like an experiment.
What merit badge are you guys doing?
Run, swim, run training.
Bracelet making.
I'm doing the run, swim, run training. The first day we got to go swimming and we learned about the different strokes.
We ran down to the waterfront one day and it was so hot, but like it was really cool to feel so accomplished. I ran, I did things that were good for me. We swam to the island. I love swimming to the island.
You run for a very long time, and then you swim for a very long time, and then you die at the end.
You make friendship bracelets.
I'm doing the bracelet making merit badge. Here's an example. You gotta make a bracelet.
It's really fun. It's really relaxed. You can just sit there and make your bracelet.
Some of my greatest lifetime friends I've met right here at Gander Brook. Growing up here at camp, there are many campers that I got close to, and also working as a counselor. And now those people volunteer in the kitchen, and they're teaching Bible. And so for me, working at Gander Brook is coming back and working together with all of these close friends, people that I've known since I was a teenager and even younger.
Relationships are really special because you have this group of people that you look forward to being with every year, because a lot of times the same volunteers come back week after week, and you look forward to being with those people and just encouraging each other.
I met one of my best friends when I was 9 years old here at camp as a camper. I was in a cabin.
Yeah, we were just in the cabin one night and we were just all talking, and
we're talking about birthdays.
But he was just saying, hey, my birthday is January 5th. And I was like, well, hey, that's my birthday too. And he's like, yeah, right. You know, like I was just trying to be like him or something. And he goes, and I said, no, it is. My cousin's here. Ask my cousin. My cousin Bill was in the cabin with us. He's like, yeah, that's his birthday.
And we realized that we had the same birthday. And so for the next few years, we grew close.
Yeah, because we were born on the same month, the same day, the same year, always in the exact same cabin.
And we ended up actually rooming together at college for a few years. So relationships formed at camp here are huge, definitely.
I'd have to say that my favorite part of the day here has got to be rest hour, just a chance to get recollected and then go out and do something new again.
Rest hour is when you in your cabin after, I think lunch, after lunch, you'll come back to your cabin.
It's the time for campers to just relax inside their cabins, to maybe get to know each other, but for the most part, it's what it sounds like. It's rest hour. It's time for campers to rest and for counselors to rest.
Sometimes the counselors will sleep, because they get tired too, believe it or not.
Honestly, my favorite part of the day at Gander Brook is rest hour, because you get to spend time in your cabin with your brothers and sisters of Christ, and you get to just talk to them, or rest if you want, but you get to have like a serious conversation with them or a funny conversation with them. It's just really fun just to hang out with them.
In Gander Brook, there's a rule that we have: no cell phones, no electronics. The only thing you can have is a watch and a flashlight. It makes the camp easier to focus. Focus on God, focus on the people around you. The experience just deepens. It's better that way.
It's a beautiful day, I'm running away. Don't bother the Facebook messages, call me. 'Cause I'm living life in airplane mode and everything is okay. I just want to play, unplug for the day and live in the moment. 'Cause I'm living life in airplane mode, yeah.
So every day we have sports where we just play like a game or two that the counselors teach us how to play.
We've played a variety of sports. We've had paintball going, we've had soccer, basketball, ultimate frisbee, street hockey, foursquare, gaga, rope climbing. We've had lots of stuff.
My favorite part of the day would probably have to be swimming.
I love the waterfront. The waterfront is where we go to our lake, and then it's a chance for the kids to have fun in the water, cool off for the day. I love that we have the Aqua Glide, which is a big, giant inflatable slide that kids can slide down. And it also has a triangle that they can play in.
There's a raft that is fun to do dives off of for jumps or whatever.
We just got this year a rebounder, which is also known as a water trampoline.
You can also go to the island with a counselor. You can go fishing, canoeing, kayaking, tons of stuff. It's not just swimming.
When it's raining, you can't either go outside, do some outdoor activities, or even go swimming. So what happens is first you get a long rest period.
It's extended rest period, and that's the greatest because then you get to sleep.
Then they set up a lot of games, and you just go around and you spend a certain amount of time at each activity.
My favorite time to be a part of is quiet time. And that happens right after the girls and guys have finished all their sports, swimming and canteen. And so it's a nice little transition between we've done all these fun activities, now we're about to get a little more serious.
Sean or James, our directors, give us a small either verse or speech, and we can either go off in our cabins and talk about what we thought the verse or the speech was about, or we can go off on our own and we pray about it and think about it.
It's a time to just sit and reflect on God and His Word, and you also get time to discuss a thought with your cabin.
Last week I had really the older girls, and I loved it because we would sit down and James would give us a deep thought and we would discuss it among ourselves, and the girls were great and they really thought deeply, and they asked the hard questions, and they really wanted to know things about God, and they wanted to know what my opinion was, and just what does the Bible say, and we really got to dive in deep and grow together. And then this week I have the Mohicans, which is the youngest cabin, and during quiet time it's been very interesting because I try to get to their spiritual level, but it's been really fun because when I ask them questions about what they think about God, they're all from unique backgrounds and they all have different childhoods and different churches that they go to, so it's been really cool to see what they think about God at their young age, and some of them are just blow me away with how much that they actually know, and that their wisdom is actually teaching me.
Singing is it's really relaxed. You can sit with your friends and you talk a little bit, but mostly it's just an important time of the day to me because I get to worship.
I really, really enjoy the worship here. You can just feel God's presence as you come through the gates.
You just get to sit down with everyone and it's really peaceful, and it's nice to think about the lyrics as you're singing and really get into it.
I like singing because it helps me connect to God more.
said, even so, here's my rejoices in God, my Savior, my soul magnifies the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about our troubles. Hear our praises cry. Answer high and high. Give a little prayer for yearning. Heart in heaven is turning. Have a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
I think I really like the evening activities. It's just a really good time for everybody to get together, bond, learn some stuff. It's just a really fun time.
I would describe evening activities as sometimes goofy, sometimes serious, and in some cases somber, but they're always rewarding.
Evening activity is a time that we just get together, you know, as a camp, and we either do an activity like Water Olympics, or we have a really serious spiritual activity like writing your troubles on a rock and throwing it into the waterfront.
So last night we played this game called Outpost, and it was really fun. It was kind of like capture the flag, except there was no safe area you could go to. Like someone could get you out and where you were. Everyone had their own little flags, and if you got someone else's flag, you got a point for your team.
I got your flag!
We did the carnival, and it was a theme about space. So there were different activities like the bouncy house and like mini golf, and all like really fun activities that everybody enjoyed.
Getting ready in the morning. Putting on your church clothes. Getting dressed. Having clean up. Rope sports. Rock wall.
What we wanted to do was to see how hard it was to speak up at some points. And when you don't have a voice, that's kind of challenging. So we played charades so that we would see how hard it could be. And then he sort of explained that with a couple of songs and the story of David.
The activity that we did last night with the skits, we began with some easy stories. We had to say what was wrong with the situation. An example would be like the Three Little Pigs, where a wolf had asthma.
He huffs, and he puffs, and he wheezes a little, and then he starts coughing.
And that was what was wrong with the situation. And then we moved into more real-life topics.
Gander Brook is a place to belong. Every time I'm there, I feel closer to God. Everyone around loves to see me smile. When I smile, it lasts for a while. Friendships and memories are made. The love for God is eternal. It will not fade. Gander Brook is a place of love. Gander Brook, places God above. Gander Brook is a place to belong. That is why we where man can feel the Spirit's kiss, and lives are changed behind blue gates as new creations He creates. Gander Brook is a place of love. Gander Brook, places God above. Gander Brook is a place to belong. That is why we sing this
How do you describe Gander Brook? I would say the greatest place in the world. And you know, that's how I always think of it. Whenever I'm away, I want to be there. When I'm here, I don't want to leave. It's just kind of, you know, something that's, you know, becomes a part of you. You know, just the spirit of the people who were there, the memories, even the new friendships that are made every summer as well.
When I reflect on the value of Gander Brook, all I have to do is walk around the camp to the campfire, to the ball field, down at the waterfront, and immediately there are memories that flood to my mind of the different things I learned in those places, the life changes that took place in me, the conversations I had with friends. And so literally every angle, every corner of Gander Brook has some type of memory for me of something important that took place in my life. And it's my prayer that we can be a part of God continuing to do that in the lives of young people in New England as they enjoy Gander Brook themselves.
There are lots of different camps out there. There are sports camps, there are hiking camps, Boy Scout type camps. The great thing about Gander Brook is that it's a Christian camp, and so even though we have a blast climbing ropes and shooting archery and swimming every day and playing sports and doing arts and crafts, we do all that kind of stuff. The best part about camp is that we're drawing closer to Christ while we're here, and that's our focus.
There are so many kids that don't have a hope or a purpose in life. And I think camp is great because yes, you're outside. Like James said, you're doing all these different fun activities, but we have a purpose. We have a direction that we're sending these kids. And it gives them hope. Even if they have a troubled home or a troubled school situation, here they can be filled with hope, and they can be around people, or they can be just themselves and be accepted as just who they are, who God has created them to be. And I think that is so wonderful.
Keep going. Yo, remember